Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. It is day 95. It is the 5th of April 2018, and we are going to be doing some bad MTG combos. It's Living Ultimatum. So let me just add this Living Ultimatum in Modern, and boop, there we go. What is this deck? Well, we're basically trying to exploit the fact that we want to cast Cruel Ultimatum for free. We don't like paying. Why should we even pay this mana? What is this? Well, how are we going to do that? We're going to do that with Living Law. Living Law is going to come out as it enters the battlefield. You exile an instant or sorcery from your graveyard. Power and toughness each equal to the number of each equal to the exile card's converted mana cost. And when this deals damage, you may sacrifice it. If you do, you may cast the exile card without paying its mana cost. Yeah, we're just cheating stuff into play. So we have a bunch of stuff like Living Law, and we have a bunch of expensive stuff that we don't really want to have to pay for. So we've got 4 Living Laws. We have 4 Spellweaver Helixes, which allows us to exile target sorceries from a graveyard. And whenever a player casts a card, if it has the same name as one of the cards exiled with Spellweaver Helix, you may copy the other one. Which sounds good. The alternative, we also have Wildfire Eternal, one of the new Amonkhet block cards. When it attacks and isn't blocked, I can cast an instant or sorcery from my hand without paying its mana cost. Very straightforward. Otherwise, it's just dealing, well, basically 4, afflict 4. So it's kind of a nice proposition for the opponent to have to deal with. We also have Sins of the Past, which allows us to cast any of these expensive things for 6 rather than a billion. We have Spell Twine, which allows us to cast things for 6 rather than a billion. And Spell Shift, which allows us to polymorph our sorcery spells, cheap sorcery spells, into other sorcery spells. This is less good because we might polymorph into, say, a Raven's Crime, for example. So that's why there's one of them. The expensive stuff that we're going to go for, Cruel Ultimatum. Cruel Ultimatum is very good with Living Law because it returns a creature from the graveyard to your hand. You also get to draw 3 cards and gain 5 life, and does some stuff to the opponent as well. So we have 4 of those. One-offs, we have Temporal Trespass. Taking extra turns is good. Time Stretch. Taking 2 extra turns is better. Curse of the Cabal. Making target player sacrifice half the permanents they control. Rounded down. Clone Legion. Just, why not? What deck is Clone Legion ever going to be made in apart from the Commander? And then Breaking/Entering. This has now got converted mana cost 8. Thank you to the new Amonkhet split card rules. Entering kind of counts as the other half of, say, like getting back a Living Law from our graveyard. Breaking also gets us to mill ourselves, maybe, or maybe mill our opponent, depending on how we're feeling. So, to stock our graveyard, we have Raven's Crimes, we have Faithless Lootings, we have Cathartic Reunions, and those are basically 4-ofs so that they work with Spellweaver Helix. Mana base wise, we have a bunch of Grixis lands. Yeah. We should be able to make most combinations of things. It's for most of the budget, in fact, the vast majority of the budget is spent on the mana base. Which is kind of sad, but that's just where Modern is right now. Sideboard wise, we have just a few things, most things beginning with D. We got like Duresses, 4 of. We got Dark Blasts, which have got Dredge. 3 Ghost Quarters to deal with Tron, sure. And then we got some removal, so Bontu's Last Reckoning, Life's Finale, Destroy All Creatures, Commandeer, why not? And In Garruk's Wake, even more killy stuff that's sorcery speed. So, I've not played a single game with this deck. I'm hoping that this is just fun. Just fun. feels like it could be quite good. So we'll give it a shot and see where we get to.